The reigning champion Boston Celtics celebrated the lifting of banner number 18 in style on Tuesday night. Boston completely demolished the new-look Knicks in front of an overjoyed TD Garden audience. Behind their utter dominance, dating back to last season, has been a reliance on the deep ball. To begin the new year, the Celtics tied the all-time record of threes made in a game with 29. In the 2023-24 season, Boston shot more triples than any other team in the league, attempting over 42 threes per game. Well, in the season opener against New York, Boston shattered that mark, attempting a total of 61 triples on the night. In the first half, the Celtics hoisted an incredulous 32 three-point attempts, compared to just 14 for the Knicks. Boston's heavy three-point shot diet has drawn significant scrutiny all over social media as some fans and media members loathe the Celtics' offensive style. However, there are multiple flaws in this analysis. First of all, if it was just as simple as, hey, just shoot a lot of threes, then why isn't every single team mirroring Boston's volume? First of all, that's a credit to Brad Stevens, one of the few presidents of basketball operations who truly understands the value of building a roster to the coach's system. Draft selections of Peyton Pritchard and Sam Hauser, trades for Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis all have been essential to this offensive machine around the Jays. But secondly, the biggest fallacy from these lazy takes centers around how Boston generates these three-point looks. Far too often, quote-unquote analysis around the game of basketball focuses on the end result rather than the process. We all know the Celtics shoot a ton of threes. NBA teams know that too. However, they will still fail to limit the deep range barrage. The core reason for that is Joe Mazzulla. Behind the quirky responses to media, silly quotes, and unique personality is a basketball mastermind. Mazzulla's creativity allows Boston to generate their three-point looks through a variety of set actions. Let's jump into Boston's half-court offense, showcasing exactly how the Celtics are able to create so many open looks from behind the arc. The best place to begin is with Boston's standard ball screen sets. The Celtics effectively targeted Karl Anthony Towns frequently on Tuesday night's season opener. The Celtics' first possession of the season was directed right at Towns, as Horford managed to hit Mikal Bridges on a solid screen toward the sideline. Cat's lack of activity in drop coverage allowed Tatum to walk into what is essentially a warm-up shot to begin the night. Later in the game, the Celtics again found success going at Towns. This time, Tatum gets inside the arc to occupy the drop coverage big. Al Horford is left all alone on the left slot. Jalen Brunson scrambles toward Horford, however Boston's spacing and willingness to make the extra pass results in a wide-open Derek White corner tray ball. Tatum also flashed his continued improvement as a facilitator in this pick-and-roll action by whipping this beautiful left-handed dime to White on the weak side wing. Mazzulla's offense is far more creative than just standard spread pick and roll. A growing theme in the NBA is the utilization of smalls as screeners. Boston does this as well as anybody. In the first half, the Knicks were willing to switch on any non-center screen. A strong screen here by Jason Tatum allowed Boston to take advantage of this. With the smaller Brunson now defending the Celtics' apex wing, Tatum showed the essential downhill element to his scoring attack by getting to the rim and finishing. One of the big advantages of small-to-small screens is the confusion it can cause. In the second half, New York appeared unsure on how they wanted to defend these actions. Brunson appears to once again switch onto Tatum in this clip, but Bridges fights over the top of the Derek White screen. White promptly then short rolls into the middle of the floor in open space. Cornette's backside rim presence deters Jericho Sims from stepping up, allowing White to convert on the open floater. Dribble handoffs again create a similar level of confusion. In this clip, Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson failed to effectively communicate on the DHO. Brunson appears to sink in to help on a potential Derek White drive, while Hart seemingly wanted Brunson to deny the handoff to begin with. Spain action continues to be one of the most dominant half-court actions in the NBA as well. Boston's personnel poses even greater challenges than normal for team defenses. As Kornet sets this initial high ball screen, watch for Sam Hauser. The Celtics sniper works up the middle of the floor to set a back screen on the New York Knicks big man. Alertly, Josh Hart communicates this to Jericho Sims. However, with Sims now backpedaling to avoid the rip screen, Tatum is left unencumbered after Kornet's solid hit on Mikal Bridges. Timing is key in half-court sets. Let's jump to our next example of Spain action and show why this is essentially impossible to defend. While Kornet sets another high ball screen, Tyler Kolek's decision to chase over the screen on the logo puts fellow rookie Pacom Dadier in a bind. Feeling the need to help on the ball handler, Dadier shows toward the basketball. Recognizing this, Hauser dashes to the right wing rather than setting a strong rip screen. Since Hauser now catches an open space, Dadier tries to make a hero effort, but a ball fake and escape dribble gives Hauser a wide open look. Despite the miss, this is undoubtedly a great offensive process. On Tuesday night, the Celtics leaned into ram action. Ram screens are when a player initially receives an off-ball screen to then go set an on-ball screen. This action frees up the big, allowing the ball handler to attack open space more freely. Once again, the strong screen here from Kornet allows Tatum to get to a pull-up jumper in wide open space. The process drives the result. In this next example, the Knicks play more aggressively against Boston's ram action. Jericho Sims plays up higher toward the level of the screen as New York blitzes Tatum. Jason Tatum promptly delivers the rock to Luke Kornet at the nail on his short roll. Kornet catches and analyzes the floor, understanding that after the double, Boston is now essentially playing 4-on-3. Kornet eventually finds an open Peyton Pritchard. The Knicks' scramble is a day late and $1 short, though, as White's relocation to the corner results in another made three. Boston's willingness to continually make the extra pass is a direct derivative from the coaching. Just as many attribute the 2000s and 2010s Spurs ball movement to Greg Popovich, Mazzulla should deserve real credit for instilling this play style in New England. This Celtics team is fully bought into Mazzulla's ideology as a coach. This really shows when teams attempt to double one of Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown frequently. Again, in the second half, New York tried to make Boston uncomfortable by sending two defenders to the ball on ball screens. A well-timed OG Anunoby rotation in this clip takes away Al Horford, the closest pass to Tatum. However, Derek White recognizes this and goes to help out Tatum by cutting in from the weak side wing. Tatum willingly gets off the ball, something that not all NBA stars do consistently, and trusts Derek White to make the next play. D. White does exactly that by firing the basketball over to a wide open Jaylen Brown in the corner for, yes, you guessed it, one more made three-pointer. Throughout the course of the game, Boston showcased a variety of other actions that they will likely continue to add on to throughout the course of an 82-game season. A Tatum ghost screen led to more confusion for the Knicks defense and a wide open look, one of his few misses on the night. Jaylen Brown got in on the action, taking a horns lick from the top of the key. With optionality both left and right, Brown chose to attack the lesser defender in Sims and converted on a pull-up triple. To conclude Jason Tatum's night, the Celtics flowed into an away stagger set using both Peyton Pritchard and Luke Kornet as off-ball screeners. The staggered screens beat Deuce McBride and Mikal Bridges' attempt to switch the initial screen. The Celtics team mantra from the 2023-24 season, whatever it takes, embodies the impact Joe Mazzulla has had on this offense. A collection of uber-talented individual players, all sacrifice their own raw numbers for the benefit of the team and the system. At the heart of great offense is two characteristics. 1, ball movement, and 2, player movement. Boston has both. Mazzulla's thorough collection of half-court actions is what makes Boston's three-point assault unstoppable. Add in the raw talent the Celtics possess, and you get a team that terrifies the rest of the NBA.